Here we are. We're alive. What's up, guys? We
What's
got
up,
Bill
man?
McKay and Macomb hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, man, we're surviving. We survived ILLCON. That was a crazy day. Yeah, man, I'm still kind of tired from it. Like, what about you guys?
It took me until today to post the pictures from the thing. I was just like so exhausted.
What about you, Bill?
I am off on my schedule. That's why when you reached out to me this morning, I was asleep. I took Steve to the airport at 3 a.m, and ever since then, I've the last couple of days I've been up all night and sleeping all day. So
What day?
You're the airport guy, man.
You took him yesterday night? You took him this morning?
No, day before. So
Oh.
Overnight on Sunday. So then I was up all day and then slept all night.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, early Monday morning.
Man. Bam. Macomb, are you going to Three Rivers?
No, when's Three Rivers?
Three Rivers is like June 8th.
Dude, I have to get on them applications now.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'll message John Eggle and I'll add you to the message and just to see if we can get you in. Yeah, that'd be awesome if you're tabled next to us.
I will like literally sit under like someone's table. I'm like so addicted to this now.
Yeah.
Driving home, just like, okay, dude, like when is the next one? Like this is just too fun.
Yeah. It's a stretch, but the application for New York Comic Con is open right now.
Really?
You can always try.
Crazy.
Dude, I got a picture of the booth. I'm glad I got a picture of the booth like the day before. Like when I set it's probably like 95% done. You know, it wasn't like done. It was like very, very close, but I took a picture because I didn't have like any pictures from the day of. Like I just couldn't get around to the other side of the booth like all day.
Yeah, I didn't get up from my table all day. I never took a picture. I got there and I started setting up, and of course I ran into everybody that I knew, and I'm talking, and it's like I have to be set up before it opens, and I didn't get up from my seat other than for the opening and closing ceremonies.
Yeah. Tell me, I didn't get to talk to you at all, Bill, during the thing. Just when we did the stage, and then that was it. I just stood there and signed books for 7 hours.
Yeah, I didn't talk to anybody. I had it 3 hours when it started that there wasn't somebody waiting behind somebody waiting, and I didn't talk to anybody. I talked to Garrett because he was next to me, Drax a little bit, and nobody else.
It was just so insane how there was about 207 people there, so attendees. So it's just insane how busy we all were. Like it was just saturated with people that just liked, Still Ill comics and everybody that does stuff for them. You know what I mean? And it was crazy, man. Like it was. How did it feel for you, Mike, being at your first show? Like, were you constantly busy?
I had a line like the entire time, like from the time the doors opened till the very, very end. Like even when the panels were going on, I had people like there wasn't literally like 1 second like Van Hooven showed up and gave me like a little relief just to like get up for like 30 seconds to vape like once. I'm proud of myself because like I'm a vapor. Like I was tripping. I'm like, this is like longer than like a plane flight, and I'm like I only got up like once that whole time. I had something to eat. Like I literally had 1 bite of the food truck stuff, which was like,
oh, nice
thing. But I took like 1 bite and like half of it like fell on the floor, and I'm like, I can't do this. Like it's too much. Like so, I didn't eat. I didn't like. It was nonstop, but it was fun. It was really fun. It was like literally just nonstop. I got really good at signing my name. That's for sure.
What were you gonna say, Bill?
Lila brought me a pastry and a water, and that if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have eaten anything all day.
Oh, one of those Hinkley donuts?
Yeah, whatever those things were.
Dude, I I ate 5 Hinkley donuts, had 2 cups of coffee and a banana. But it was like, did anybody drink the kava?
No.
I didn't have the kava, but I had like that tea that I got in the room like at the very beginning of the day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think I had like 4 sips of it because I was like, I didn't know whether to put it on the table. I just had these visions of spilling it on everything.
Oh, yeah.
So it was kind of like over here, like out of reach. And Alexa Lowe was like, you know, crawling through the tables to get in and out, and Isaac, and it was just like madness, dude. It was just...
I drank the kava. I drank the kava because it's supposed to mellow you out, you know, and it numbed my tongue. It made my tongue feel kind of weird.
Really,
and it is a very earthy taste. That's why they gave you like some mango juice to chase it. But it was like I drank 3 of those, dude.
Really,
and like. Before I had my 3rd one, I was out there because I just finished a panel and I was talking to them. I was like, it didn't really mellow me out. I feel the same, except for my tongue getting kind of weird. and then I go, but I'm also drinking coffee at the same time, and they're just like, you're probably canceling yourself out. You know, you're not mellowing because you got the caffeine coming up. So then after that, I did an infusion. I did kava, and then I poured fresh coffee in that shit. and then I ate a donut with it. I'm just like, man, this is
the coffee kava donut.
Kava and donut.
Did they have kava on a tray that they were giving it out, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I saw them once from a distance. I saw one of the healers walking around. They had the tray with it, and I didn't know what it was, and I never thought about it again because it just was so busy. I would have tried it.
See the kava tray.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was cool, man. Everybody at the sanctuary area, man, they're just so chill and cool, man. Like it feels like nothing bothers them ever. They're just like, hey, you know, hey brother, what's going on?
They are pros. That's like what you would expect from the sanctuary people.
Yeah, man. It was so props to them for seeming like they never get stressed about anything.
Those photos that are online like really didn't do it justice as far as how crowded the main room was.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm just like when did they take these pictures? Like it was like when we were at panels, when it was like everybody was at the panel.
That's what it was. There was one picture mainly, and it looked like the center of the room was empty, but that is not representative because I think that there was a guy who made a video. So if you saw the video, there was like a montage. He definitely waited till later in the day. He waited for people to be at the panel, and then he shot.
I was going to say, I think that's when the panels was up.
Exactly. Yeah. So he was easier for him to shoot it because people were in the panel, but it's not representative of that room. That room was absolutely packed.
Yeah, that was Noah from JTV came and he did footage for us. And yeah, he went while he did it while we were at the panels, man.
Do you know what else is hilarious? Is that like out of all the time, like I only got up from the table literally for like under 2 minutes, like just to go outside for like 30 seconds, come back in.
Yeah.
The only picture of my booth is like actually when Josh was watching my booth. So the picture of my booth is like Josh behind my booth.
Dude.
And I was like, oh my God, I don't have a picture of me at my booth.
Why don't you just Photoshop your head on his body?
I was going to. I was like, just like, that old Art just like AI photo. My face over like Josh or something. I don't know.
That Art Saddam photo that he photoshopped to make it look like he had a line going around the building.
Oh, yeah.
Just take that and put your face on it like you're looking over at the.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Pious, thanks, man.
Yeah, James, this is the new Zombie Tramp hat. They finally came in. This was the pre-order with Zombie Tramp 59. Like, so these finally came in. It's similar to my prototype hat, but my prototype hat just had a gray bottom. So this has like the whole has Janie's face on it. So yeah, it's crazy. Oh, he's gonna go get his hat. No.
Kill.
He's got her in the thing.
I got my Queen's Blade over here, dude. This is what my Queen's Blade, dude.
Dude, I love me some Queen's Blade.
Oh my goodness, what's happening here? We're turning it. Okay.
Queen's Blade is like leveling up, bro.
Yeah, this is my favorite character, man. This is Malona, man. She's the protein assassin, dude. Whatever that means, but yeah, she's awesome.
I got the whole thing in the back there. Lucy Hartfilia is more my style.
Where's he going?
Well, if we're showing figures.
Yeah, let's see it.
This was like a last minute Motor City Comic Con before their closing special.
That's cool.
Lucy Hartfilia from Fairy Tale.
I like the leg structure, how it has that pushback, like on the weight, like where it kind of bends back a little bit.
I know I could learn a lot from this.
Yeah, so
that thing was like that's one of my pricier items, but still worth it.
I think I showed this last time. I got the Ringu.
Oh, sick!
Yeah, it's freaking awesome, man.
No way. What is she on? Like a bunch of tapes?
Yeah, it's a bunch of VHS tapes, and it's real ribbon, dude.
Oh my God.
You dress it with real ribbon. It's so freaking cool. And then there's extra pieces that you can use where you can use more ribbon or whatever. And that came in this box. Check it out. Look at that. It came in a box that looks like a VHS tape.
Oh my God, that's sick, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Where'd you get that online, or you found it?
Yeah, I pre-ordered that shit like 8 months ago, and it finally came like a month ago.
Oh man.
Yeah, so.
I know that the collectibles is so dangerous, dude.
Yeah. Do you have do you watch what's it called? Uzuki-chan Wants to Hang Out?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
It's a rom-com, but I got this.
Oh, dude, like, don't get me started. Yeah. Oh, I know her.
Yeah, dude.
I know her.
This was only $25.
Yeah, I need that, dude.
But yeah, it's if I find the website that shows it for $25, I'll send it to you.
Do you ever,
that's a good deal.
Do you ever do fan art? I know you don't have time, but do you ever do like fan art for fun?
No, just for commissions when someone's like, "Oh, can you draw Uzuki-chan or something?" You know.
Yeah, she blew up like a few years ago. I think I don't know when that came out.
Look at that gigantic figure, dude.
Oh man,
I want to open this, but it's so cool in the box.
I don't open anything, dude. The only reason I opened that Lucy is because I was just like, I wanted to see what I was paying for.
Yeah.
The smaller ones, I keep in the box, though, dude.
Well, this one was removable, but you could put it back in. That one, you have to destroy the package to take it out. So,
dude, check it out. The Zong brothers are hanging out with us, dude.
Stop it. Are you serious?
Yeah, look at what's up. What's up? Is that a pop-up parade? I don't know what that is.
I don't know if you've ever watched Fate. Yeah, it is a pop-up parade, dude. The Fate Medusa.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
I love that chick, dude. I got my Widowmaker from Overwatch up there. It's like a freaking heavy, badass thing.
James wants to know, just so everyone know, can you tell us when the ILLCON I Can't Make It book ship? They're all being packed now, so shipping will be next week. So Savannah's pretty much almost done already, so we're gonna chuck those out. We did make a mistake, and one of the mistakes being that we let Garrett Gunn buy every single copy that was left of his cover without remembering that, hey, we still have to send out some pre-orders of people that ordered that book. So if you ordered that book, we got to reprint it just so we can get it out to you. So hopefully it's not too many. Yeah, I don't think it is too many. And then also we forgot to pre-count the shirts, so we might be short on shirts. So if we are, we have to print a couple shirts, which is no big deal.
How did you do on all the figures, dude?
I don't know. I haven't even looked. Like,
is there any left?
Yeah, we have figures left. We only made 100 of them, and there's still figures left. So we'll see. But once all the pre-orders,
I love that
of people that bought figures, we sent those out. Like, so we know for a fact that those are sent out. But like, yeah, we have some figures, so we'll put them on. We'll put all that stuff in the store as soon as we get everything else out. So that cattail.
Yeah, I love that thing. And the magnet.
Yeah,
that is next level, dude. Instead of the pegs,
That was totally their idea, and I was like, man, that's cool.
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
A lot of these pegs just don't even like, I don't know, like match up or like work.
Yeah. What else? Anything cool happened at the show that you just like a memorable moment or anything?
I had one. But
please go.
No, you go.
Oh no, I was struggling. You go first.
Well, I think probably the craziest thing that happened was there was like a couple, and the guy was telling me he was like I got I got this like free pack of comic books, and it had the like amalgama. Is it amalgama or
Amalgama?
Amalgama.
Yeah, that's okay. So now I know for sure it's amalgama.
Yeah, it's because it's supposed to be an amalgamation, I believe, of the characters.
Right.
How original.
Okay, so
Derivatina, I think her name should be, because she's derivative of other things.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to trigger anyone. This is just a story. But like he said he got it in like a free pack of comics or something. He said he wasn't ever like into comics, but then that comic got him to start, collecting comics and like getting into comics. And then like his girlfriend, now fiance, was like a comics girl that he met in like one of these like comic conventions, and like now they're basically engaged, and they're like getting married in like a month or something like that. And the guy was like thanking me because it was all because of that comic, and I was just kind of like, dude, that's kind of crazy.
Because of amalgama? Oh my goodness.
I know, can you imagine? So I did
all the books.
I know all the books in the world, dude. So I did like a little remark on his still ill blank, and I put first, and I just said congratulations, and that was kind of cool. And then there was another dude that came out. He said he came just to see me, like from like Tennessee or something. So I was like really I mean, like that's a long distance. That was just like really cool. Really cool.
That always trips me out when someone tells me how far they came to see me, man. It's just it's crazy. It's humbling.
Yeah, and
I don't have anything
cool. A bunch of prints and stuff, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Did you sell a lot, both of you guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did great. Did better than C2E2 by a long shot. That's
so
awesome.
Did we.
Yes.
I'll tell you one thing, Macomb. You jumped in on this. This is your first show ever, and I'll tell you, when you go to another show, it's going to be less than a third of what happened to you.
Oh yeah, I know.
So you're going to have way more vape breaks.
Yeah, I'll have more vape breaks, and I'll have time to actually sketch something.
Yeah, I
brought like 300 pens and pencils and Copics and markers, and like I only used like 2 different pens like the whole day.
Yep, me too.
It was nonstop. I used a gold one, and I had a black one for remarks and other things, but like it was mostly just like my gold pen from Hobby Lobby. I was like, dude, I got to get like 10 of these things out,
Yeah.
I wish I knew how many books I actually signed. Signed from the ones that people bought at the show, from ones people brought to the show, and the ones that I sold. Man, I just was signing books all day.
Yeah, there was these people. There was
Calcha.
Yeah,
Calcha had like the freaking radio flyer, like on wheels, like basket, like giant basket of comics, and he had, dude, he would come around, and not to like clog the wheel, he'd just slap like 30-40 books on the thing. He's like, just do these. He just like slap some money down, like sign all these. I'll come back. And he came back like 4 times, and I was just like, dang dude.
Yeah, but he paid you, right?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Every time he came back too. I was like, dude, you can keep coming back. That's fine, man. I don't mind.
When people bring a bunch of books and you're going to be there for 20 minutes signing all these books that they brought, it's cool, whatever, that's awesome. And then at the end, they always say, how much do I owe you? And you kind of like, how many books was it? And you come up with the price. and they pay you. I think that's only fair. You know, like me, like I'll charge only $1 a book. You know what I mean? So you have 80 books. You know, that's like $80 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, or sometimes I'm just like $50, and if 80 books, I'm like $50. You know what I mean? But towards the end, we had someone. I signed books for somebody for a long time, dude, and they never offered to give me anything, and I'm just like, oh, that kind of sucked.
Oh yeah.
Did he have a? Did that person have a
That's
different
not
color
fair,
for every
dude.
book?
You are correct, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a thing like that. That is planted in my memory now. So like that person, you know, thank you so much, you know, to that person who supports us and all that stuff. But I think it's only fair that that they should, you know, give me some kind of donation for the time. You know what I mean?
I don't like to charge if I know it's a collector.
Bring me a poppy or something.
But if they make you
he likes
work,
grape, and I'm like a strawberry lemon kind of guy. So
you know what you should try?
Actually, the grape is dope. I like the grape too.
Try cherry limeade.
I have that. That is that's gas, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, Bill. Say what you were saying.
No.
Sorry.
We're talking poppy, bro. Sorry.
I don't have any poppy. Steve left a Mountain Dew here, which is pretty nasty. That's all I have. When people make you, I don't like to charge fans to sign, but when you're doing it for 15 minutes or something like that, it's nice to buy a sticker or even a cheap book or something that's kind of like kind of cool.
Yeah,
but
that's another thing too. Like, if I'm signing for 20 fucking minutes, or I'm signing like 80 books or whatever, or 100 books, man, like I'm exhausted from that, dude. And the line's getting longer and longer, and it's kind of like,
everyone's looking at you, and then you're like intensity starts getting like crazy.
Yeah. I totally appreciate you as a collector, but it's just, I think it's only fair that you donate something, you know. It's just yeah.
The only person I wish I charged was Ernie. Ernie came and he brought a bunch of books, like critter books, had me sign all these books for them that they're going to sell, and he didn't buy any of my books. I didn't sign any of the show exclusives for them. They just brought what they had in their warehouse to be signed so they could sell it. And it's just kind of like, hey, you know what? We haven't done business in a year or something. You know, this is kind of
Josh Van Hooven. Josh Van Hooven. Props to Josh Van Hooven. He rolled in first thing in the morning and gave me a case of poppy. Great.
No way.
Yeah, I got me a 4-packer, and I was like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dope. Him and his wife Sarah helped me so much. Like once they did their thing all around the thing, because they're my buddies, and they like really helped. I mean, like I was literally a mess. Like at the beginning when it was like I want that print, and that print, and I just have like a stack of them. They weren't bagged and board. They weren't they were, you know, organized in a stack, but I was so like jittery and nervous. It was like, you know, all that stuff. So once they came, you know, it's easier when you have someone to kind of help you, or at least me, because I never did it. Like once I had a little bit of help, it was fine. But I think the thing that I kind of messed up on was like I didn't get all my prints bagged and boarded before the show started, and I just think I should have had them standing up to where they could sift through them and just pick them out on their own.
Yeah,
I spent so much time like finding this, finding that, putting it in this, putting it in that. This one guy's like, dude, I don't need the bag and board, just give me the
like, did you see the baskets that I had that all my prints were in?
Yeah, dude, I was on Amazon like literally like the next day, like looking up like collapsible black like crates, or I don't know what you call them. Did you find it? I found some stuff. Are they like collapsible?
Yeah, they're collapsible. They're black. If you don't find it, I'll just go on my previously ordered and send you the link.
Are they like 11 and a half or 12 inches wide or something? And then
they're like 12 by 12.
Can you actually lay them down flat? So like, what do you bring them in?
You can break down fat, like the walls come in and then it just folds straight down. So now it's only like 4 inches tall, or not even that, like 3 inches tall after that.
But what do you like bring them to the show in? Just like a big box?
Yeah, like I have a tote that I have, like when I travel to shows by vehicle.
Yeah.
I have a tote that I bring, and that has the tablecloths. It has the containers for like prints. I have a box of prints in there. I just pack that tote with everything I need, and then when it's books, I'll bring like 3 short boxes of books, and that's what I have, and I wheeled in on a cart, and that's about all I need,
I see.
But flying, 2 big suitcases, 50 pounds each.
Really?
Yeah, and then
you put like boxes of comics in a suitcase. Like
there's short boxes. No, you can do a short box that collapses and fits.
Did he freeze?
Into your suitcase. So then all the okay. Are you guys still there?
Yeah, you kind of froze up for a second.
It all froze
Okay.
for a minute.
So there's those BCW store folios
that
hold like 16 books or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of those. So whatever books I'm flying with, I stuff them in those. So I'll have like 8 store folios just full of books, and I put that in the suitcases. So then when I get to the show, I open up the flat box, I pull all the books out of the store folios, and I line them up all nice. Because in the store folio, they're going to be like, they won't get messed up.
So how many books? I brought like 3 short boxes. There's like no way that all like even. There's no way for it to even.
Not when you're flying. You gotta try. You have you're lighter, man, with your stuff you're bringing. Unless
when you're out of state or like going somewhere like that, like how many things do you like bring? Just like 100 prints or something. And
it always depends on the size of the. This depends on the size of the table too. If they're only giving you a 6-footer, you can't bring much.
Right.
I can't stand 6-footers, man. It's just like not enough.
Oh, like after having that 8-footer, dude, I probably just got spoiled off the bat. So I'm gonna be like,
also 8 feet. The one you had 8 feet and it was deep, like all 8-foot tables.
And I had the extra room in the corner too, so I got super spoiled for that.
Yeah. So it's just it's how deep is a table at a convention, Bill? About 2.5 feet only.
Usually it should be 6 by 2.5. That's kind of standard. But sometimes, like Baltimore, they'll give you 6 by 2.
Ooh,
that's narrow, a big difference.
That's how I put like 2 comics.
That's like a TV tray.
Like New York, it's 6 by 2.5, but in Chicago it's 8 by 2.5.
Yeah, see,
it's different every show, but some things sell better at different.
You're seasoned when you know what each like place gives like you what size table.
I've been there a lot of times. I've been there like 10 years in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
Now I take the 3 sizes of suitcase. The smallest size suitcase will fit a short box perfectly. Like if you put your little bubble wrap in the corners, or you put your socks and underwear when you're traveling in the corners to keep it from shaking around. But that is about 46 pounds. One short box.
Really?
And it'll fit perfectly in the smallest size suitcase.
Yes.
So
So,
is that the goal? Is that the goal when you're traveling out of state flying? Like get like one solid, like nice variety short box kind of thing?
Yes. So I will take one short box and then I'll put it on the table, but then I'll always have extras. So whatever the exclusive is for the show, those will get bundled in bubble wrap, and those will go in my bigger suitcase with my racks and my print book. But I don't do a volume of prints. Like I have probably
teach me your ways.
I have probably 20 prints in my book, and they're just one of ones. It's everything. It's just one copy. So I don't have to travel with prints. That is difficult. When I
travel with prints, I got the one donut box that we call it in the warehouse. That you seen that white box we have?
Yeah,
it's like a long rectangle, but it's like 2.5 inches thick.
Yeah.
I'll fill that box with prints. So I'll figure out what I'm taking, and then I'll only bring 3 to 4 of each image. That's it.
I see. Wow.
You know what I mean? Because you don't know. When you go to a show, you don't know if it's going to be a print show or a comic show. You don't know. Like it's going to be one or the other, or maybe both. So it's kind of like, and you don't know what print's going to be popular at that show. So you just bring like 3 or 4 of each print, and see what happens.
Yeah, I had like 20 of each of 15 different things for the 11 by 17s, and then I had like 250 like 6 by 9s. I like the little 6 by 9s, you know, But what I found was a lot of people would say, like, you know, I like that 11x17. Do you have that in the 6x9? Or they'd say, like, I like that 6x9. Do you have it in 11x17? But like the prints were like exclusive to like the sizes kind of thing. But like I know I brought like so much stuff. You could tell by I was always the last person to set up. I was the last person to tear down.
Well, look how nice it was. You sat there and you planned it, dude, and you did your purple with the black wicked lace and all that stuff, and it was, you know, it makes it stand out. And that's something that remains to be something, because everybody, once shows started, everybody had different tablecloths, whatever. Now everybody just does black cloths. So when you do something like you have your neon purple or whatever and stuff, now it stands out. I think that's the reason why. Well, I know that's the reason why Polito switched all his setups to bright red, because everybody's doing black. Then all of a sudden, bam, like retina.
Oh, it stood out big time.
Yeah, retina burning red, man. But so it's kind of like, even for me, like I even though it's a black tablecloth, I try to do a runner that's white. You know what I mean? Like so it's just like something that pops a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't see your
table was like Last Supper style, dude. Like you had like this. It was like so sick, dude. Like 24 feet, dude.
We just kept adding tables, dude. I was just like, okay, 4 tables should be good. And then I was just like, nope. I go put another table, and then we put another table. And I was like, okay, now put one more short table, and it was just. It had that big hook shape in the end, man. But it's like, I just brought so much stuff.
Polito cracked me up when he goes, BannerCon. We had like every single banner before, like we put everything out everywhere. Yeah. They're like all in the center.
Me and Polito always joke about how we're addicted to banners. Like every year we're making new banners, man. And it's just like, he's like, we need to go to Banners Anonymous. But Polito was slammed the whole time. What was crazy is that the line would never end, and I'm just signing and I'm signing. And every once in a while I would look up and I would look at the room, and I could see a parallel, like here's my line, and then you see Polito's line equally paralleled, and it never fucking stopped. It just stayed like that, dude. And it was crazy.
You know, I never saw your setup.
Mine?
No, either of yours.
Oh.
And I can't tell you. Like I heard.
I'll send you a picture. It's on Instagram, dude.
I heard how busy he was, but you know, I wouldn't have known. From the time people came in there, I couldn't see across that corner. I couldn't see Polito, Sealy, Sean, like that whole. I never saw it the whole day because people were blocking it.
Yep, I never saw that whole side because it was just Polito's line. So I never saw Sean, Josh, and Pablo. You know, it was crazy.
I could only see Dan to the left and Alexa to the right. That's all I could see.
That's all you could see.
Garrett and Drax.
I love Drax, dude. Drax is so.
Yeah, if I didn't talk to Josh before the show, I never even would have talked to him. And everybody else, the show was over and people were gone, and I'm like, hey, what? So didn't say a lot of goodbyes either.
Yeah, it was just, and then we did that group photo at the end, but we already had a chunk of guests that just like, hey, I got to go. Like Sealy was supposed to be at a horror show the same weekend in Chicago, and so as soon as the show was done, he was like, all right, I got to go, and so he could at least be there for Sunday in Chicago at that horror show. Which
I'm
I
so bummed. I didn't even meet him. I feel like that's just so bad.
And what's funny is that I heard that horror show was the worst.
Really? Why?
It was a previous horror show that was bought by GalaxyCon, and they had it last weekend, and the turnout was just dismal. So
really,
yeah. So
now let me ask you, like, I mean, you had a better idea because you were selling the tickets and setting it up and all that sort of stuff. But like, as far as like how it went and everything, was it about what you expected? Did it exceed your expectations? Was it like,
it exceeded because I thought, because you start doing the numbers in your head. This is how many attendees are going to be and stuff. But it was under 200. But then we had people come that day and buy tickets, which was cool. But I thought it was going to be a little bit more chill. I didn't know I was gonna stand for 7 hours and fucking sign books.
Oh,
You know.
froze again.
Oh no, am I okay? Am I back?
Yeah, no, you're back.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna stand all day and sign books for 7 hours, whatever. So I thought it was gonna be way more chill.
I didn't know what to expect, and I admit that when you mentioned having it in Jackson, I was a little concerned that people would come. But then when I got there in the morning, I'm looking around the room and I see people from everywhere in the country, from all around the country. And I sat up in the front,
all over.
And when you called us to the stage, I had no idea how many people were in that room until I actually got up and turned around and was facing the crowd. Yeah. Even the pictures from that room are misleading because that room was packed during the opening.
Yeah, no, that room was absolutely packed.
For the opening and the closing, that room was packed, yeah, I forgot. I lost my train of thought already, but yeah, it was. Yeah, those pictures, man, don't do it justice, man.
It doesn't do it justice. It was just absolute, just like shoulder to shoulder at a certain point.
I just regret when you get
go in front. If anyone has any picture, anyone listening, if anyone has any pictures of like the center of the thing or like anything facing my booth, like please send it to me. I saw the camera person like come in on the camera when I was like doing like signatures, and they like zoomed in on the signature and then they zoomed out, and like I thought they got some, but that might have gotten like, like edited out on like the cutting room floor or something. But I was like, I know that there's got to be some footage out there of me at my booth, but
Pius,
I don't have like one picture of me like in action at the booth.
Yeah, Pius, you were in line when I finally sat down. That was the end of the day, man. It was almost at 5:30, and that's when we're gonna do the closing ceremony. And I was signing that ton of books, and my back was just saying, "Man, you need to sit down." So finally, I just sat, dude, and then I finished them all sitting, man. And it was like, it's quicker to sign them standing, man. Once I sat down, I was like, "This is slower," but I was just
really,
my back was killing me, dude.
What makes it faster with standing?
I don't know. I think I'm kind of used to it because when we're signing for Kickstarters and stuff like that in the warehouse, like I'm always standing.
Okay.
I'm used to it.
I get it.
Yeah, and then guillotine. Yeah, you're one of the people that in the very beginning when you got stuff signed, I always, hey, come back and chat if you get bored. And I always tell people that at any show that I'm at, when people are like, oh, thanks, so much or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, come back if you get bored, because usually there's times to kind of chill. But this was not one of those things. Oh, one of the things that I noticed about the attendees is that everybody had their own mode of transportation. Everybody came prepared. And the very few people that I know that took the shuttle said that it was filthy. I know the guy showed up like an hour late.
Oh no!
And then and it was kind of like I really want to. We're gonna do a survey to everybody that bought a ticket. We're gonna send out a survey via email, just asking some of these questions. But it's like, anybody on here right now, did anybody ride the shuttle? And what was your experience about it and stuff like that? Because we're kind of thinking, if not a lot of people rode the shuttle, then what was the point? It was a waste of money. You know what I mean? So I was really blown away by how many people were prepared with their own transportation.
Yeah, I forgot all about the shuttle.
Yeah, I know. Like Polito was waiting on that shuttle. It was supposed to do its first pickup at 8 a.m. and then I'm getting ready for the show, and then I'm looking at my phone, and I got all these messages from Polito. They're like, the shuttle's not here. The shuttle's not here. So I had to call the company and all that stuff, and they were just like, oh, the shuttle, he's going to be a little bit late because no one cleaned the shuttle from the night before. And then I heard that shuttle was just filthy anyways, no matter what. So yeah, there you go. Pablo was waiting for the shuttle at the exact same time with Polito. Me and Polito waited for the shuttle, and when he comes, the guy asked for directions to the venue.
Oh my God, the guy can't load up the GPS on the phone, dude.
Even though that already came to him, like the paperwork had everything. It had the schedule, everything.
That's unbelievable. That is so unacceptable, dude.
Yeah, so
anyone can just like pull it up on your phone and just do it.
Yeah, if we were to do any kind of shuttle again, I would do where there's a morning pickup to the show, and then at the end of the day there's a pickup from the show back to the hotel, and that's it. None of this back and forth stuff because I don't think it was worth it.
Didn't you say the guy like went there like and then he didn't like go back to? He was just chilling.
Yeah, he finally came almost at 9. He drops off Polito and Pablo, and then he's just there in the corner. I'm just like, you're supposed to go back to the hotel. So I went to go talk to him, and I was like, hey, I go people at this time of the morning you want to be waiting at the hotel, and when people come, you take them to the show, then you go over there. At the end of the day, it's vice versa. You wait more at the venue. And he's like, oh, okay.
Crazy, dude. You're like literally schooling him on like what to do. That is
So
you're a professional driver. It's not that difficult. Well, you're a driver.
Yeah, you should know the schedule. You shouldn't just know.
I hope that guy doesn't get a job at the airport shuttle, dude. That like all them people be missing their flights and shit.
What was funny is that I remembered his name easily because his name was Mustafa, and we know Mustafa, the artist. And then so when I went to go talk to him, I go, "Hey, Mustafa," and he goes, "No, it's Mo." He didn't want to be called Mustafa, and I was like, "Okay, Mo, let me tell you."
Oh my gosh,
I thought that was funny, man.
Dude, shout out to Pablo for coming all the way from Chile. I told him,
my gosh, Pablo.
If I was in Chile, I said like I'd have to respectfully decline. Like I can't believe like express visa getting there, like all that stuff, man. Like that is just taking it like the extra.
Yeah, Pablo.
It's crazy,
man. Pablo had the craziest time going home because
really
I dropped him off at the airport. We went to the airport on Monday, and we both went inside. I made sure everything was taken care of all the way up to where he goes to the security line. Later that night, I get a message from him saying that they canceled his flight and can't fly him out to tomorrow. And then I didn't hear from him all day the next day. And I'm just like, what happened to Pablo? We were concerned.
Oh, no.
And then all of a sudden I see a message from him like late at night saying, hey, I'm finally on my way to Chile. And I was like, dang, finally, But then I got another message from him today saying like, I am finally home in Chile. So like, he just got home today.
You just got home today?
Yes. So I'm just like, man, that is rough, dude. That is rough.
I was crying about the hour and 30-minute ride home in the car.
How dare you?
What about Steve Rice? He drove 32 hours.
32 hours from California.
What?
Yeah.
He got home yesterday. He emailed me. I have to respond to him. He emailed me, let me know. But that's how long it took him to get home.
Yeah.
What? Where's he at?
In Southern California.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Look at Drax Gals in the house, guys.
Drax.
Yeah. He took way more days to get home, man. It's crazy.
So so you don't even know like if he had to spend the night in the airport or if they got him a hotel or anything like that.
I'll find out more. Like I'll talk to him.
He is like literally I'm glad I got to spend 15, 20 minutes with him when I drove him to the venue that Sunday. He's such a nice guy, man.
Yeah, I didn't meet him at all. I saw him and I assumed I talked to him and it just never happened.
Yeah, Pablo's awesome, man. We that Sunday, we hung out. We finished picking up the last of our stuff at the show, at the venue, and then Pablo came there. You brought him, right, Mike?
Yeah,
you brought him to the venue, and then
after the venue.
Yeah, after that we what did we do? We there was a video game store. Did you know there's a video game store here, Bill, that sells used games?
It's over by the ice rink, right?
It's over by that Chinese buffet. It's in the same
right.
Dude, I didn't know that. It's called Disc Trader.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, but Cody told him about it, so he wanted to go because he likes to buy like old PlayStation 2 games and stuff. So we went there. And he loved it, man. It was a big ass store and stuff. And then we took him bowling because there's no bowling alleys no more in Chile in the entire country. So
no way.
Yeah, this was his third time bowling ever, and then yeah, we went to go eat and all that stuff, and then the next day we had time to kill before I took him to the airport, so we just hung out in my house and just played video games, dude, like retro video games, and man, and that was a blast, dude. And then I took him to the airport, you know.
And then he saw that copy of Resident Evil 4 sitting on your shelf, and he was like, "Man, that's the greatest game ever made." And you were like,
we played. We do what we played, Bill. We ended up playing. Remember the game that I told you? I was like, "Hey, this game's awesome. It's like a retro game, but it's Lethal Enforcers."
Yeah, I beat that. I played that all. I downloaded that because of you, and I played it through a couple times.
Yeah, you could beat it like in an hour or 15 minutes or something like that. And so we played that, man, and we almost finished it. And we played some other stuff too. I can't remember. Oh, I showed him the Senua Kagura pinball on Nintendo Switch. Is like,
yo,
that
game, bro. That shit is
awesome.
addictive, dude.
I was just showing him how this game is just relaxing.
Yep.
It makes no sense.
Yep.
I don't even know if there's a strategy to it or nothing. You just play it, and it's just.
You know that you can like shake it like this to shake the table.
No, I didn't know I could take my controller.
You can actually like shake it like this.
Like
I think you flick this, but you can shake the table. Oh, dude, trust me. That's like my go-to sitting on the couch, like chill game. And
are you using a pro controller?
I have a pro controller.
But when you can shake the pro controller?
Yeah, you flick the Joy-Con to shake the table.
Wow.
Like left and right. So if the ball's coming down, you can like move the table like that too.
Oh. Yeah, he started calling me and Knight that he was like, because we kept, we were just taking care of him and stuff. He goes, "You guys are my USA parents."
My USA parents.
Yeah, the call-up got jumped onto that Senran Kagura pinball now.
Is it like have sexy girls in it, that game?
Yeah.
Okay, you showed that to me a while ago.
Yeah, it's so crazy that's only for Switch. Like it wasn't allowed on the other consoles.
Yeah, it's funny how like Nintendo is actually the console that has like the etchiest games.
Yeah.
The other ones that are supposed to be all adult, adult, and they don't allow it. And even like in the costumes and stuff in certain games, like they're less sexy in PlayStation and Xbox than they are in Nintendo. So I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you guys feeling that Nintendo Switch 2, or are you just waiting? Or
it's sold out, right?
Yeah, it's
pre-order. So I'm just gonna wait. But my biggest draw, Nightmare had a great idea or just a statement that she gave me where I was just like, she's kind of like, what's the big deal about of the Switch 2? And I was like, what's so great about it that you kind of want it? And set aside that there's the new Mario Kart, which is awesome, but I go, just the fact, because I like to play all the old console games that are all in the same system, and that they were going to add a GameCube, and it has Legend of Zelda Wind Waker on there, which I've never played, and I always wanted to play that game. And she was like, why don't you go to Disc Trader, that vintage shop? She goes, go buy an old GameCube and then go buy that game. It'll be cheaper. And I was like, that's a genius idea.
That is genius. And then you'll have a GameCube. I never had a GameCube.
Me neither.
I only had the Sega Genesis, and my best friend at the time had the GameCube, so I'd go play GameCube there, and he'd play it.
I bought a GameCube for one thing, and that was because Resident Evil 4 was designed for the GameCube when it originally came out, and it was perfect on the GameCube. But that's why I'm not getting the Switch, is I buy every Nintendo system, and then I get the game that comes out with it, and when I finish that game, there's nothing else to play, and it collects dust, and I always go back to the PlayStation. Like Mario Kart, that's the big release title for the Switch, and that'll just give me nightmares of Dan kicking my ass at Mario Kart. I've never beat Dan in one match of Mario Kart.
Really?
In my life.
Are you a gangster at freaking Mario Kart?
I knew Dan would want it because of the Mario Kart game.
I'm waiting
until the new I'm waiting to see like if and when the new Zelda comes out, if I even get it. But
and then that last Zelda was just so much, man.
That's not a Zelda game to me.
Yeah. It was just too much, man. You had to beat those 4 bosses, and trying to figure out how to beat the bosses Yeah. I don't know.
That wasn't a Zelda game to me, man. Like Zelda game has a little bit of challenge to it, and it's not so stressful that you want to fucking punch the damn TV.
Oh, dude, like I know that's the one thing that kind of bums me out is like I'm thinking like I know I'm not, stupid. I'm not a genius either, but it's like those like the elephant rooms that like and all that sort of stuff. It's like
it's
who
too
in the
much.
hell is like literally
elephant.
actually gonna figure any of this out without like spending a month on like this room? And so then you're looking at it online, and then it kind of takes the fun out of it because you're like, I'm kind of cheating.
100%. That fucking elephant. There's no way to figure
right. The elephant room was like when I was like, what the fuck, dude?
So then I got to cheat, and it's like I would have spent how many hours trying to. There's no way I would have guessed, and then it does. It takes away all the fun, and it's just that's what
it's too much because then I feel like I'm like I'm a sham. I don't really know how to play. I'm cheating. I had to look this up on a YouTube tutorial, and when I felt the lowest of low, I'm sitting there like. I was like, I couldn't even watch the run through and do it. I had to like watch it and then pause it and then do
What game are you talking about?
The last Zelda game for the one that was the Switch, the first Switch.
Breath of the Wild. We're talking about Breath of the Wild,
dude. Breath of the Wild is awesome, dude.
No, Breath of the Wild is too freaking frustrating, dude.
Really, you don't like them?
Yeah, it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be fun, dang it.
I love Tears of the Kingdom though, how you could like just build and like put together like anything.
I love that. I love the building and all that stuff. Yeah. I hate how quick your sword could just break and then you got to make
I hate the sword thing because then you never want to use anything. You want to save. Like I'm a saver. I'm a saver. Like I want to save this sword, but then it's like. You got to break it to get better ones, and I'm like, I don't know. It's really.
But in Tears of the Kingdom, it's kind of cool.
Psychological like mess, dude. Just.
But in Tears of the Kingdom, every weapon sucks, right? So it's kind of cool that you get to combine them. Make a bomb out of a fucking sword or a missile, a rocket shield, or something like that. I kind of like that,
Dude, those people built like transformers that like work.
Yeah, like a Gundam and stuff like that, right?
Or like those flying contraptions and stuff, and I'm just like, who are these people, dude? I feel so uncreative when I watch like YouTube Tears of the Kingdom builds.
Check it out.
Oh, look at that!
Holy crap, dude!
Finishing some commissions, man. Some homework.
Can you guys beat those like horse dudes that like just like kick?
No, yeah, man.
I can't beat those dudes, bro.
If you beat it, I don't remember.
They like actually make me scared in real life.
Dude, it was a number. If you beat it and a certain number of them, I believe you get the horse of Ganondorf. That it was kind of bigger than a usual horse or something like that, with red mane made of fire, stuff like that. It was crazy.
Dude, I gotta get on that.
I don't know.
It's been so long since I've played Tears of the Kingdom, though. I have 3 of the 4, like whatever their bosses or whatever done, but I gotta just like finish it, dude.
Did you guys try Baldur's Gate?
No, I haven't. But
no, that's Cody Lockwood's jam.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah,
bro, Baldur's Gate is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. No, I don't. Man, what am I playing right? I'm still trying to finish Super Mario Brothers Brothership. Is what I'm trying to finish.
How is that one, man? I
don't
heard
like
it wasn't that good, right?
It's good. I like it, but I don't like it because I don't like RPG turn-based fighting systems, and this game is turn-based, and I don't like that, man.
Bro, try. I usually don't like.
I try to convince myself that I like turn-based because I want to like it so bad. Like Persona 5, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to love that game so much, but I can't do it. I'm like even like normal difficulty, it just kicks my ass.
Try the new one, the Clair Obscure Expedition 33. That one it's a really good one. The production value in that one is fucking awesome, dude.
That's one of the reasons I like Zelda in the first place all these years, because I love Legend of Zelda games, but not the new one. But I like traditional Legend of Zelda games. But what I liked about it is that it was an RPG that was not turn-based.
Yeah.
They're loving your hat, Drax. They're loving your hat.
Dude, it's signed by all
I'm
of these
jealous
guys.
of that hat. When I was that was like the end of the day though, and I
Oh.
didn't have time, and I was just like, dude, that was such a good idea to get
Drax,
all them sit.
Drax, buy some Scotch Guard and spray that thing, and it'll keep the signatures from not getting messed up.
Well, bro, I miss your signature at nights. I also have you also have to sign you, Bill, and
There's
Knights
like
have to sign
1,000 signatures on it. Dude.
Yeah, dude. But I'm missing Knights and Dances.
I'm gonna sign the inside brim right in that black
Here.
area on the inside right there. See that open?
Yeah,
that
bro.
That's where it deserves to be.
When you lean forward, I can see Knights and my signatures right there.
Yeah.
I didn't think it
right
looked.
I'm gonna
bright,
put it.
but
You know why I'm gonna put it on the inside brim? Is because so when you look up, you see my name, and you're like, "Oh shit, I better start working on some pages."
Yeah,
I'm working on some pages. I've started working on some pages. I actually been rewriting some parts of the script to make it more.
That's cool.
More tight.
Just real quick, I want to, for those that you missed the I know that we had the presentation and everything, all the panels live on YouTube when we did the show. You don't get really see everything crisp and the sound quality and stuff. So I wanted to go through everything that people may have missed. So I'm just gonna present that, and then we'll just kind of go through it real quick. Let's see, where are we at? Okay.
Yeah, McKay's got a good
So
spot.
can you guys see that?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we had at the presentation, why everybody got seated and stuff like that. So the first thing we started talking about was Maggie Mintz. That was the book that everybody got for free, which was issue 1. I Beat Things With My Face, Legend of the Headless Barista Who Just Wanted a Normal Life. And that was like the whole thing. Like I wanted a long ass title because that's so much anime out there in manga.
That's the anime.
These long, ridiculous titles, and I just totally
love it, dude.
Yeah, I was just like, at first I was like, I beat things with my face, and then I was like, no, I need to make it even longer. So you know what I mean. So that's what I did, and I did multiple fonts, just like those mangas do. They put multiple fonts on the title. So Maggie Mintz, man, I hope any of you that got that issue, I hope that you guys read it, and I hope that you post about it, about the story, and if you like it and stuff. If you don't like it, don't post nothing.
Jordan, and did you already announce who is jumping in the book?
Yeah. So this was some of the interior pages. I explained how the book is all black, gray, and orange, but it deals a lot with the fairy realm, which is where she's from. And then so every time they're in fairy realm, it's bright, saturated colors, and I don't know. That's basically what I was telling everybody about it, and we're gonna deal a lot more with that. And Knight had mentioned that this is basically the replacement character for Dollface. Dollface dealt with Celtic mythology. She had a little ghost friend. She had camaraderie with her friends, like Ivan and Emily and all those characters. So this is the same thing. We got this deals with a lot of Celtic mythology and fairy stuff, and she has a ghost ancestor that helps her fight, and her camaraderie is with her coworkers at the coffee shop. So this is totally the replacement.
They're pretty awesome, man.
And then this is Cirque. This is the cover for issue 2 already. Issue 1's done. Issue 2 is done already. So in January we're gonna launch a Kickstarter for issue 2. And then, we'll release just one cover for issue 1 for people that missed out on it. But yeah, this cover. When Cirque turned in this cover, I was like, "This is the best cover you've done for me, man. I really like it."
Yeah, I love those legs too.
Yeah, and it's so cool. And it's like, if you haven't read the story, her arms and legs are black. It's not a tattoo. It's frostbite. So they kind of get into that a little bit. And then, see that big fiery head that's on the side view right there. That's her ancestor, a fellow Dullahan. So he's just a head. And then here's some of the interior pages for issue 2 by Cirque. And it's just freaking awesome. He's the one that did this. I didn't even think about doing this. That even though she's got the the frostbite and stuff, she still like paints her nails, and I got that orange in there. It's really cool. You know, it just looks nice. It just stands out, man. So I thought that was cool. Then we started showing off that this Friday, in 2 days, we're launching the swimsuit edition, still illustrated. So this is King Rupert.
Dude, that cover is fucking awesome.
Yeah, we've been using King Rupert, man. His stuff is awesome. His coloring's a trip. His coloring's more like a watercolor.
Yeah,
but he's awesome, and he wanted to do 2 covers, so he did this one and then he did this one. I really like the poses on this one.
Yeah, both of them.
These poses are dynamic, and they're just really just personality, you know.
Sorry, Bill, you go.
Oh no, I said it has a flow. I love the way Sad Girls worked in between and Turtle Tutu.
Yeah, I really like the Relic too.
Relic,
but this one right here, I really like Maggie Mintz. I really like her face and everything like that. So
I really like Zombie Tramp in that one, bro. Are you having are you making prints out of them too?
Sugar is just stacked in that, dude.
Yeah, Sugar stacked. That's I told him the rules.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is really cool. Here's the interior pages for it's just an 11-page story inside, guys, that I drew and wrote. And then Zong Brothers colored it real quick for me. And then this is King Rupert again. This is a cover he did for Sugar Pop #1, which is probably going to come out at the end of June or the first week of July. And look at the dynamic. You know, it's kind of like you, Drax, where you do like the extreme foreshortening. You know.
Yeah, but also like the colors, man. The way he choose the color palette, fucking awesome, man.
It's very like video gamey, you know.
Yeah, kind of.
Colors,
actually, kind
colors.
of like Persona.
Yes, like Persona, dude. You're
Persona is like one. I love Persona, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, here's a couple of the interior pages. This is Sugar Pop. The whole Sugar Pop series we're gonna be running. Zong Brothers are gonna be on interiors.
Yeah, awesome, dude.
So look how dope that is, dude. It's just freaking
ridiculous.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. What the Zong Brothers are.
Dude, those panels are sick.
Yeah. Their layouts, man. Their layouts are really good.
Their layouts are, oh my goodness.
We showed this picture by Dravicus just to talk about Sad Girl Psycho Baby #8, I think.
Yeah.
And then Pablo's doing interiors on that. And then we showed off these 2 pages that are finished that Pablo did. And then the colorist is Federico. So
yeah, Federico's really good too, man.
Yeah, Federico's awesome, man.
Dude, the hair Pablo did there, fuck, that's amazing, dude.
Yeah, it has no line.
Yeah,
that's cool. And then we said,
"Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, that's when I was like, "Oh, we're gonna do another zombie trap by the end of the year," and I haven't drawn 1 page yet. But yeah, the image on the left is Miss Henpai, and the image on the right is Rashta Lim.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Yeah. Miss Henpai's killing it, man. I think she did like about 4 covers for me over the summer, so I just banked them all.
That is freaking. Those are both gorgeous. Yeah.
And did they did the colors they're setting themselves?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Rashta Lynn, man, I wanted to try her out because she's kind of got a name for herself going on, and then I got 2 covers done by her, and I tried out the first cover on the last Zombie Trap, and it did really good. So I think that I might get a few more off of her.
It's really good, man. She's really good, man.
Yeah.
If she hasn't blown up already, she's going to.
Yeah. She's done. I know she's mostly known for. And she did an Absolute Batman cover that if you've seen the cover, you like, oh, I've seen that before. It's like really known, you know. And then we announced that we were going to do 2 different Cannibal Kitty series, like a yin and yang, where one of them is like super like violent and post-apocalyptic, and then we were going to do one that's more like on the inspiring side that Nightmare's gonna write and stuff like that. But Pablo is gonna draw both of them. So, but yeah, we totally want to create a yin and yang thing, or we'll see what we'll do. But I'm so happy that Night let me write just one more. I just want to do 1 mini series of her just fucking killing it, man, just kicking ass.
And also everyone loves Cannibal Kitty. You know, like it's crazy how many people ask me for commissions for Cannibal Kitty. You know, it's like
And then we changed it up a little bit. This outfit is for. It's not necessary. It's not. We're not saying that this is her go-to outfit now. It's just for this mini series I wanted a new outfit. So we did like new shoes. We kept her bat wings out, and we changed up her shirt and made her bangs black again. And then we changed the design of when she's a cat. She's more fluffy, like our cat Gomez.
Yeah.
So more fluffy than not just a typical like thin-haired cat. So, and then there's no more white in her tail; it's just black.
So. But I gotta tell you that outfit, when I saw it in ILLCON, I was like, "Holy shit! I really like that one."
Thank you.
Yeah, that's my favorite design. Is that one on the left? I love that. Just I don't know, something about the long sleeves, but then just the tiny shorts with the shoes and nothing else. It's sexy as fuck.
Thank you.
I do enjoy long sleeves with the short top.
Yeah.
That's money.
So then we started talking about crossovers, and the first one was Dead at 17. I think this is out of order, but we announced that we are doing a Lady Death versus Zombie Tramp #2, and it's going to feature Hell Witch, and Zong Brothers are going to do the interiors on that. So I need to get to writing, man. I haven't written any scripts yet. So, but yeah, this image is amazing. I said just draw something real quick for a flyer that we could give out for free. And, they just killed it.
It's so fun, man.
For them.
Yeah.
And the faces are just so attractive and bubbly and bubblegum. They're brilliant guys, man.
Yeah, so we got some,
and the stomachs, dude. The stomachs and like the lighting coming off of Zombie Tramp, like the stomach lighting. Oh my god. On the sword, it's so sick.
I really like. I always look at how they draw hair and how they kind of like bulk it together into shapes. Yeah, and it really flows like it's underwater.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
it's
so
kind of hard, right, guys? Yeah. Like drawing hair like that, it's kind of like
it's almost like treating it like a blanket or treating it like a ribbon or something, you know.
Yeah, it's weird. You cannot have like do a resume, you know. Like I feel like drawing each strand of hair is always taking so much. You kind of look like a flat mass, right? It's kind of
looks like
a cape
that is just flowing perfectly.
So yeah, I'm always looking at how they do hair, and I try to remember it in my head when I'm drawing hair and stuff. And hopefully, I'll get better at hair because this is just amazing. There it is, the Dead at 17 with Josh Howard. Josh Howard's writing and drawing it. He already sent me the pitch, and it's really fun and good. So that's going to be cool. And then that's when we announced that.
That's my favorite picture. That's
the new design of Cannibal Kitty in cat form. See how she's more on the fluffy side?
Yeah, and doesn't have the white tail. Yeah,
no white tail, no more super fluffy. So that's when we announced that, and then we were saying that this the way we wanted to make this different from Zombie Tramp versus Sugar Pop was to say fuck it, and we're just gonna make a 22-minute animated movie. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we had a little teaser for it, which I'll play right now if it works.
Wanna play?
When the book opened up on those speakers at the show, it was awesome, man.
On the
really
speakers.
Had that boom.
Oh my gosh. When the night before we were trying to play the video and the sound was really low and we turned it up all the way and it was still low and we're like, what the hell's happening, dude? And then Russ figured it out. So it's so great to have Russ there. just to take care of that stuff. We don't have to worry about it, you know. And he got
That was awesome meeting Russ.
Yeah, Russ is the man.
Yeah, I didn't talk to him
shout
enough
out
either.
to Ross, man.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, Russ, if you're out there, dude, hit me up on Instagram, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, all those flyers were for you guys to take, man. And then whatever extra flyers we have, we'll just put in people's packages when they order
Dude,
stuff.
I didn't sell the flyers until someone came with the bag with a blank with a flyer in the back. I was like, oh shit, where are those flyers? I want one.
What are the flyers?
Yeah, I didn't get a flyer.
There was do you know how there were those tall tables, those little round ones, like the standing we just lean on it? We put flyers on those tables. So anybody just hanging out and walking around, they take a break. There's flyers there for them to take. So
what were the flyers for?
There was a flyer of a Dead at 17. There was a flyer of Zombie Tramp Cannibal Kitty. There was a flyer of Lady Death Zombie Tramp. Yeah, we just had flyers of everything.
By the time I got up at the end, the only thing that was there was a stack of Pittsburgh Comic-Con
for Three Rivers
postcards.
Yeah, and Brian had put out some Coffin Comics stuff, little flyers and stickers too.
You know, I have all the cards for my Kickstarter, and they were at the table. I was giving them to people. I didn't know there was a place I could have put.
Yeah.
So I'd be advertising my shit at your show, which
Russ Cassidy's on here. He says, "Yeah, Russ. Me." That's awesome.
Russ is the man.
He's awesome.
Yeah. So, hello, Russ, man. Thank you so much for everything you did at ILLCON, man. We appreciate it. So, feel free to jump on, man. I think you're still on the admin.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Seeing everyone at one place, I kind of like, it's weird, you know, like not just fantastic artists as yourselves, guys, but everyone, you know, like I haven't seen most of the IL fans for years, you know, in other conventions. I was like, we're all in this place, you know, so it was kind of unreal, you know.
Yeah, it was.
I love it, man.
Was crazy, man. It was. I think that's the busiest I've ever been in my life.
Did you guys manage to draw something at the show?
No. I but I have homework. I got 2 sketch covers and 3 sketch cards I got to finish.
Yeah.
So one of them is for Cody to grade. So I'm just gonna I'm going to his house in the morning to sign some books that need to be sent out for grading. So I'm just gonna take that sketch cover and just do it at his house and just leave it there so he can grade it, you know.
I did want to get one of those. I had 2 sketch covers that you gave me. I did a sketch on one, and then the other one I just never did. I regret not getting it signed by everybody, but everybody else had the same idea, and have Cody grade it and just hold on to it because it's the first time show. It's like I wish I had a souvenir of it, of just that blank signed by all the 13, 14 guests, and then Cody could have got it graded just to put it away and have down the line, but I didn't. I was so busy from the get-go, it never even. Yeah. There was never time for it.
Do you mind me asking? Are you foreseeing in the future maybe doing a 2.0 ILLCON next year or something like that, or it's not in the cards yet?
We're talking about it. What we would want to do. We definitely want to do something again, but not next year. Maybe like every other year or something. But we don't know if we like that venue. That venue was awesome. And it was classy. And and it's kind of like we would have to see like if it's possible for us to get a good deal on making it a 2-day show or at least a preview night or something, you know. Yeah. Without having to pay like for a full day, another day or whatever. But or just maybe look at another venue that's bigger and actually open it up to anybody who wants to buy table space, you know, just like a normal show. But we don't know. So,
you know, something that was beautiful about the venue, I think it was the lighting. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was yellow, man. You know,
La luz.
La luz, exactly. It was yellow, so I feel like it kind of feels more like homey, you know, like more inviting, like I guess. Yeah, exactly.
Have that just like fluorescent blue lighting just burning your retinas all day.
Yeah, man.
and the sunlight coming in through the back on my banner, dude, just like backlighting. It was like so sick, dude.
That's a good. The thing about the Bill, you didn't want the window because you had a sock banner, right?
And it was white on the back, so the light just made it look dull. Whereas Garrett and I switched, and Garrett had a 2-sided banner, so it didn't have that effect on his.
I noticed that if those that didn't have a sock banner and had like a thick vinyl banner, it didn't affect it. So it's kind of like, hey, if you have a vinyl sock banner, you get the window kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I saw Alexa and Isaac set up, and they had all those prints, and the light wasn't really coming through it. It looked fine.
Yeah,
but it never got really bright. I think the sun was on the other side of the building most of the day, and it was
funny.
a little overcast.
Yeah.
But it felt really nice in there.
Let me see. You guys want to see what's on Kickstarter?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let me do we're going to do the intro over here. Where is it? I don't even know where it is. Okay, here it is.
How about this one?
All right, so we're going to go into a share screen. We're going to check out some Kickstarter stuff. Here's a couple things I put up. Purity. I don't know nothing about Purity. I see it around a lot. I don't know Nick Capone, but the reason why I'm showing this off, I don't know nothing about the story, so no offense to Nick Capone if you're watching or anything, but the main reason for me as a consumer of comic books to think about this campaign is because of, where is it? He doesn't even have the thing right here, man. Where is it? Go. His art style is very 90s, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, he's using this image.
Isaac Bale.
He's using this image big time, but I don't even see the cover yet. I must have passed it. But there's a Josh Howard cover. This is the image, so I'm kind of trying to find like the actual cover for it.
Yeah, you definitely passed it.
I passed it. All right, let's start over.
Yeah.
I went too fast, but yeah, see, he's using it over and over again. And I don't blame him, man, because it's awesome. Where is it? Tell me if you see it. There it is. There. Look at that. Look at that awesome cover by Josh Howard, man. That's what caught my eye about this campaign, was the Josh Howard, man. You don't see Josh Howard do too many covers for other people, man. And I really like that cover.
Can I interject about this project?
Go for it.
Nick Capone's a sweetheart. He's one of the nicest guys. He's a graduate of the Kubert School. And
awesome.
Please support this Kickstarter because I've already been paid for a cover on issue number 3. And if this Kickstarter isn't funded, I hope there will be a number 3. This one looks like it has a ways to go, but Nick is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet at a convention. Genuinely nice guy. And,
so there you go, everybody watching. Nick Capone is a sweetie pie, says Bill McKay.
And I've already been paid for that issue 3 cover, so this thing needs to come to life. So please back it.
He's a deer heart, as they say. So here's some of the interiors. It's very, look at it with the hair popping out all crazy and stuff like that. It's very 1990s, dude. Look at that. This it's man, there's an artist that kind of reminds me of a little bit right there. What's that artist that did Creed? Remember Creed? It was more of a tagger kind of style.
I absolutely
bro. I was 17 years old when that came out. I probably perfectly remember it.
Creed?
There was an artist that
I wasn't born then.
Rob Stahl.
Tracks, you weren't even a thought yet.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you say, Bill?
You know an artist named Rob Stahl? He was an artist that, like an indie comic artist that passed away. Was he the guy that created Creed back in the?
I don't know. I don't remember the guy's name.
You'll have to look it up, but I certainly remembered it. Was really kind of looked like early Tony Daniel stuff, like really.
Yes, Tony. Yeah, I get you. That's probably him. So this one, Daddy Issues. This is Josh Blaylock's Mercy Sparks. It's a new series that he's doing. This is issue 1 of 3, I believe. But yeah, it's I think he's doing the interiors also. He wrote it. It's his characters, his baby. I did a cover on it, so.
Yeah, I know which cover you're talking about. Yeah,
I'm happy to say that. Look, I like this cover too. This is Pop Man, which I think is awesome, man. One of the things that I'm happy to say, here's my cover, is that I gave him I gave him the regular. I gave him the covered risque, and then I was like, "Are you sure you don't want to do a full risque?" And he's like, "Nah, I don't really do it, or whatever." And I gave it to him anyways, and it made him change his mind. I don't know what was going on with me that week.
Well, since you insist.
I don't know. I don't know what was going on with me that week, but I think that's the best background coloring I've ever done.
Bro,
Bro,
that
is
is what
great,
I was going to tell you, dude.
I don't know.
You nailed that background, hermano. Like I love that cover because you did that detail in the background.
When I do the backgrounds now, I just kind of rough it in with pencil, and then I just use painting brushes and painting tools to do it, and I don't keep the line work. I throw it away.
Okay.
So that's what this is, but it's just I don't know what happened, but I'm really happy. I pat myself on the back. Like that's one of the best backgrounds I've done. It really has atmosphere to it. And
the question is, did you enjoy it or not?
I did, and I hate drawing backgrounds.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know how to recreate it. I don't know what I did.
Bro, do
Well,
another
the colors
background
are
next
like
time.
a lot more like muted, so it sets back and it creates that depth.
Yeah,
because it's very like it's not
you
as
start
saturated.
desaturating it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's very muted and it like really goes back into space. But that looks like
yeah.
really good.
So here's the risque cover. The prices are awesome, man. I think it's only $15 for the regular, and the risque is only 25. And then this is it, the full risque cover, man. He said, "Fuck it, let's do it." So I'm excited about it. I feel honored that he said he chose me. so make sure you back this book, guys, and get my cover. And then we got two upcomings that haven't been done anything with yet, but Loogie 2 is that Loogie 1 was awesome. The artwork is so damn good. And then we got Murder Nun 2 coming up.
Murder Nun.
Yeah, such a cool name, such a cool little design, Murder Nun. So I even like the logo, man, with the upside down cross and then the
Obscura
bullet on the
Comics,
end.
right?
It's what?
Obscura Comics?
Yep, it's the Sun K label.
Yeah.
So that, and then we can go through my Still Illustrated. Still Illustrated is this Friday. It's just a nice fun. It's not a full 30 days. It's only 20. The covers are limited. There's not that many covers. There's like 9
That
covers.
sugar pop, dude.
Yeah, thank you. And then yeah, so here's the team. You know, as usual, all of us. You know, here's some preview pages of some stuff that I could show that's not too naughty. But yeah, I really like this sugar pop image that Zong Brothers knocked it out when they added the lighting to it, man. It was really cool.
And that's like, it's crazy that they keep impressing, right? Like you see their work and it's always like, holy shit, how do you do this, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's our cover 1, which is mine.
They don't travel, dude. They
don't travel, dude. They get motion sickness. So. This Henpai does it again on this cover.
Damn.
Yeah, really cool.
Shit,
man. We got Zork. Zork jumped on this one. I really like the sad girl on it. It's really nice.
The lighting, man.
Yeah, his coloring and lighting is awesome. I don't even know if he fully colored this because there's 2 names written on here. Dravicus, I love this cover. He was like, "What do you want me to draw?" I didn't even know this was going to be for the swimsuit edition. I was like, "How about her washing a car in a bikini, but she's washing it with blood?" And then that's what he did. And yeah, it's freaking cool.
That is cool, dude.
I really like the red in the elbows and then the feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I dig Dravicus, and I like this one, but I really like that sad girl one you showed a little while ago.
Oh, that sad girl one is awesome. We even the risque version of that one is sad girl with the light pink hair, and that one's awesome.
And the last campaign, his cover was my favorite on the campaign, the one where she was sitting on the cross.
Yeah, that one's great. Here's Zong's.
Dude, so good.
So what's cool is that on the regular cover, they, you know, it's human sugar pop and human Janie, and then on the risque is them, you know, in their monster forms.
Yeah. That angle too, man. Pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Their stuff, it just makes you feel good, man. There's something about their stuff. It's like
It just
pure.
makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's pure and it's happy and it's
Yeah.
fun and bubbly and they're
Yeah.
amazing.
I agree. I completely agree.
Just so good.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We saw this cover already in the preview for King Rupert. And then this is the other King Rupert 2, I'm calling it. And here's the great Mike McComb over here.
Oh shoot, there
Ooh.
she is.
The man himself. Damn, dude.
Oh dang. Shit.
It's awesome. Mike McComb, man,
They're crazy, dude.
I think I have like eight pre-done thumbnails of just poses. And so this one, I was like, hey, change these chains into a swing and we'll use it for this cover. So that worked out.
Yeah, I was tripping. I kind of like switched her legs up and then she was sitting like, sideways, and I was like, it didn't look right with the swing going that way. So I was like, well, I'll just have her kind of straddling the swing, and then that really kind of worked out.
Nice.
I hope everyone's okay with that.
Bro, it turned out great, man.
Thanks,
I
dude.
think you nailed it, hermano.
Here's some Bill McKay action.
Look at that. Bro, you showed that one. I didn't saw the finish one. You showed that one last stream?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It looked fuck.
Yeah, dude, me and you were coloring like frantically at the same time, because when you showed that, like I was just like starting my colors too. The colors turned out really good.
Yeah, that's Raul, man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say props to Raul, man. Raul is the man, and
Raul is fucking awesome.
He's from Mexico City too, Drax.
Yeah, I know. I work on a cover with him. He's fucking awesome and real quick too, man.
He has evolved so much in 1 year. It's crazy.
Wallet Valhalla is calling.
Yeah. Then we got our risque versions, guys, and then we're gonna do metals. We haven't done metals in a long time, but what's cool about these metals is we're gonna do embossed metals, which I really like. Those embossed metals are so dope. So it's
what's the difference with the other metals and these ones?
It's not flat. It's risen. Like certain parts are risen. Like
she has risen
with like thicker metal and textures and all that stuff. It's really cool.
How do you do you have to set that up or do they just know like to like rise up the character? Or do you have to like do a Photoshop layer of what you want like embossed?
We're gonna find out.
Dude, Mike, I feel like Dan meets people that do magic, man. Like, have you seen his holofoil, prints and everything?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking amazing. Like the Cannibal Kitty you have in your house, Dan. I always tell you that I love that one. How the background. It's one that I believe it's Cannibal Kitty entering some place, but you have like the one part of the door, like the wall of the door, she coming in behind it, and then you can see the background behind the door, something like that.
She's coming out of the TV?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the ring.
Dude, I love that one. The holofoil we have for that, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Someone brought one to the show to sign it by you. Then it was fucking awesome. Dude. I was like, holy shit, I can't get enough of this. It's like I need a print of this.
Yeah, so that's the campaign. I still have to add a couple things. I wasn't sure if I was gonna add the past swimsuit as just add-ons if you missed out on the past swimsuit issues. And I was like, I don't know if I even have the files. But then I saw the files in my printer Dropbox, the Dropbox I send to the printers. It was all in there. So yeah, I'll add that tomorrow. But
can I show you? Can I show something from ILLCON?
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
Show me the Mendozas. Thanks, man.
I don't know if you have promoted this, but check this out.
Dude, that's what I...
Oh, yeah. We showed that off last week.
Fucking beautiful. Check this out.
I want it.
Like, the quality is fucking amazing. And check this out. It's magnetic.
Yes.
I love that they did the red on the knees and the feet.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, you hire people to do magic, man. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, they like hand paint those or something, or they like what?
And how do you keep the price that like good, like a perfect price,
I had it for less, and then night is better on pricing than me.
Yeah.
And she was like, "This is what we're setting it at," and then it worked out well because of tariffs and all that stuff. But yeah,
Fucking awesome. Well, shout out to Dan and Knight for the new tattoo. Fucking amazing.
yeah, it's fun. I didn't even want a base for it. I just wanted her to be able to be on her knees on her own without falling over. But they're like, we recommend a base. I was like, fine. So,
but I feel the magnetic. It's really cool. It's the first time I have a statue that has magnetic on the bottom.
Me too. I don't think I have any figures that have magnets.
No, that is the next level, dude. You're gonna start the new trend because that like magnets like is the new thing. Like they put them in the iPhones with the like I have the magnetic charger.
Yeah. I do that too.
And like I'm just like, dude, magnets has got to be on everything, and you just built it into the figures now, and it's just like, oh my gosh, dude, everyone's gonna jock your style on that, dude. Watch,
my
pop-up parade's gonna be
nightmares here. Look at but anyways, my phone is so old. It's like an iPhone 11 Pro or something.
Yeah,
that I can't even charge it when I plug it in. It doesn't take like
really.
It's all wiggly. So the only way I could charge this thing is with the magnet.
I had the 10. I had the 10, and it like literally just took a dump and like died. Like wouldn't even work anymore last year. So now I got the 15.
Poor you, man.
Well, no, dude, I had the 10 for like 8 years or 9 years. I mean, I like from the time it was like I keep them until they're just done.
But we agree that it's practically the same shit, right? Like, I feel like
it's all the same shit.
Oh, bro, you got paprika.
Oh my gosh, that's the
sweet paprika, bro. Yeah, man. Oh,
now I wish
beautiful.
I wish this had a magnet for the tail because it's so badly made. The tail will never stay on the butt.
Really?
It just falls off.
You gotta glue it.
You gotta glue it. Then you can never put it back in the box. But it's cool other than that.
Yeah. Russ Cassidy says that you got to do the layers and create the file. So that's basically when I read something like that, Russ. That means you just volunteered to build the files.
There you go. Russ stepping in.
Thank you, Russ.
Russ stepping in. He's like over there, like, oh shit.
Thank you. Yeah, because I would have to try to hit up the artists that I'm using for the metals to try to get layers off of them, which doesn't always work out. So we have to cut it out ourselves.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah. So sweet paprika. She's so gross.
Sweet paprika once. I desperately want to do.
All right, we did this for an hour and a half, guys, man. So I think we should just call it a night. Unless anybody else has anything to add or say, man, go for it.
What can we promote now? Yeah, you're right, Kim.
Kim the Delusional. When's that?
There it is.
May 30th. Kim the Delusional.
Looks good, man.
That's
Arthur
right.
Adams, Son Kanumaki, Dan Mendoza, Simon Bisley, Lyrics, Drax Gall, Mike DeBalfo, Kendrick Lim, Nathan Zerdy, Brian Moroglio, Ali Garza, Sora Sung, and me.
And me.
Hey, I should start drawing that cover then.
Yes, you're the only one that is not complete now. I have every one but yours, and one that Raul was coloring Ollie's.
What's crazy is that like I used to be like, oh shit, don't worry, I'll get the cover done, and then I could do it in a day, and then it became 2 days, and now it's like it takes 5 days now to do covers, and I'm getting a little slower, but also I'm spending more time on coloring now, and I hate it.
Bro,
I hope I'm not rubbing off on you, dude.
Yeah, like dude, I can't stand coloring, man.
Dude,
I'm like a 7-dayer.
What I've been doing with colors, it's because of the same things. Like the last 4 covers I did, I collaborate with other amazing colorists. One of them was Raul. The only thing is, at the end, I kind of edited a little bit, but it's kind of like. It's weird because when you edit it that way, it's like you're working on finished flats, like render flats. So you're just putting a little bit of your touch in it, It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I retouch everything. I hate to, there's just always a little something that I can add. I hate to edit colors, but there's just something like when I with Sanju, especially, he's
Yeah.
going for photo real, but I want to bring some cartoonishness back to it. So I
Yeah.
don't necessarily want him to put like big colored borders around the characters, but
Yeah.
because I do that myself, but I think it kind of makes it pop. But in the end, it's me and him. You know, it's I give him full credit because in the
Yeah.
end, it's a combination of he and I. And
Yeah, of course.
so I do kind of, and also I don't want to sit and give him all these notes if there are things that I can just do myself. So it's easier.
Yeah,
to
that's
do
the thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I think
easier
I'm
to
probably
edit
one of his
yourself, right?
easier clients as far as changes go.
Yeah.
Guillotine wants to know if he could bring us any gifts to Three Rivers. What are you partial to, Bill? A charcuterie
Hookers
board?
and cocaine. and lots of them.
I say don't bring me nothing that's based on food because I'm probably not going to eat it because I
Dan is biffing up.
yeah
He's getting stronger.
I try to eat clean, man. So it's like if you're gonna bring me something processed, I don't want it. But you know, yeah, I'll take a poppy. It's a prebiotic. It's fine once in a while.
Poppies, dude.
Or dark chocolate. You bring me dark chocolate, it has to be at least 83%. Yeah.
Mike,
83.
what is a puppy?
A poppy? What is a poppy? A poppy? You know,
Hey,
it's right here. It's,
okay. I thought it was a dog.
it's a prebiotic. It's like it doesn't have a lot of chemicals in it. It's cleaner for you, and it's like $2.50 a can, dude. It's just something crazy like that.
It's crazy, but if you get them at Costco, they have deals a lot of time on the cases of them, so it brings the price down.
They got those big variety packs at Costco too.
That's what I get.
Yeah, I just buy the 4-packs, man.
It just feels so expensive when you buy the 4-packs or the single cans. You're like, wow, it's
yeah.
You really enjoy it though when it's that much.
I know, right?
You savor it.
Like a treat.
So
Everyone's
Zero wants to
talking about
know.
Three Rivers.
Zero wants to know what shows we're doing besides Three Rivers. I'm doing Monroe PopCon. I forgot what month that is. It's
September.
Like, it's in August or September.
September, I think.
September, and also I'm doing Tucson, Arizona, and that's Labor Day, so I believe that's September. So those are the only 2 shows I'm doing, I think. What about you guys? Any shows coming up?
Bill?
I have 3 in June. I have Pittsburgh, Heroes Con, Garden State Comic Fest in New Jersey, and
you got Three Rivers.
Yeah, what'd I say first?
I don't know.
Oh, Three
You
Rivers
might have
Heroes.
said
Three Rivers Heroes and Garden State, and then New York. Hopefully, you got to reapply every year, but I hopefully be at New York and Baltimore. Not a whole lot this year.
For me, it might be. I'm looking just forward to maybe go to San Diego Comic-Con this year.
Don't do it.
Oh, Bryce, I loved it. I loved it last year, man. It was so much fun. It was, but again, you have to put it like in context. Is like I grew up wanted to go to San Diego Comic Con, you know.
Yeah.
So being able to go there is like holy shit. It's like the mother of Comic Cons after ILLCON, of course. But you know,
It's not, I think the best show. I would say the best show right now in the United States of America is probably MegaCon. What do you think,
What I
Bill?
heard. That's like the only thing like Art Germ does is MegaCon.
New York and MegaCon.
It used to be
nothing
San Diego,
close.
but now he'll only go to MegaCon. Isn't that in Florida?
Yeah, Orlando in
Yeah.
February.
I kind of enjoy though
I want-
C2E. No, yeah, C2E2. I love that show too.
I want to apply for MegaCon next year, and if I get in, and Bill, you're welcome to join me. Because I can't go to theme parks too much because Night gets motion sickness, but I want to go to Universal Studios Epic Universe. So if I get into MegaCon, I want to go like 2 days early so I could just do that and then set up for the show after.
Get your Mario Kart on.
I could do
Yeah.
Super Mario Land. I could do the Universal Monsters universe, like all that shit, dude. I think that'd be dope.
Bro, doing the one test of Harry Potter, that would be awesome.
I skipped the Potter shit.
Rah.
But yeah, just the layout of that theme park that they built, it's just really nice looking. So yeah, I want to check it out.
Yeah, dude. I'm still applying. I'm like back to noob status, so I just gotta like basically like get in those applications and just start like begging. But like now I got pictures of the booth and all that sort of stuff. That makes a big difference.
Are you gonna apply for Motor City?
Yeah, I'm gonna apply. If I applied like last year and I was on the waiting list. I didn't get denied, but I was on a waiting list. So
what about Monroe? It's a day and a half show. There's an opening night and then a full Saturday.
I wrote it down here when you guys were doing. Is that Monroe, Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely applied to
so,
that.
If you want, I'll hit up Gary and I'll tag you in it. I'll put you on the chat to see if he has any room for tables. You know.
Yeah.
Did you, Mike? Did you apply for Motor City as a guest or as just for an Artist Alley table?
For Artist Alley.
And you were waitlisted for Artist Alley?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah,
I know, dude.
What
Welcome to my life.
Complicated to get into shows, dude.
Huh?
Well, they don't respond. Last time I reached out, they didn't respond to me. But I wanted a guest spot because I'd been a guest before.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's an
Son
hour.
las chichonas. Son las chichonas.
Bro, I just want to be in the building. I just want to be in
What
the
did you say,
building
Brad?
with the table. Like
It's those más chichonas is the reason why you don't get in. They're like, the chichonas are trying to get me. But it's a good question. Why doesn't Knight do cons with me? She does some here and there. She's gonna start doing more coming up, but it came down to like, we're not like baller or nothing, so it just saves money. Saves money to share a room with Bill, to cut costs on food, to what I mean, just little things like that. We like it's money that we could save to pay artists to do covers and stuff like that for new books. So that's one of the main reasons why we do it. So that's why I don't ever like go to a show and say I need a 12 by 12 table and just like show off like I'm like this crazy like baller ass dude or something.
You'd have to board like coffee.
Yeah, dude. I'll just get Artist Alley, man, and just like you get to see me either way. It's like why should the size? It's not the size that matters. Okay?
It's how you use it. It's how
Equally,
you use it,
man.
Yeah, I use the space.
It's how you utilize the space,
Yeah, as long as you're in the building on the right side of the table, like that's all that matters, dude. Because the people will just be there anyway. So
they'll find you, dude. It's all good. So.
And sometimes it's not always about the money. It's about connections.
Yeah, absolutely.
And being there all weekend, you'll meet people before the show and after the show, and could lead to things.
Yeah.
Also, like
whoever's going to Tucson, me and Knight will both be there. So
I feel like there's something for Artist Alley too, right? Like
and
the
if you are
gives.
going to Tucson Comic Con and Knight's going to be there, that's the week of her birthday. So bring some gifts.
Oh yeah,
Poppy.
Yeah. She doesn't drink
Poppy.
that stuff, dude. She don't drink Poppy, man. So,
Oh no.
She doesn't drink any kind of carbonation of anything, dude.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah. She's stricter than me on the food, man. So
I need my carbonation. I quit drinking pop, so then when Poppy came, I kind of like.
dude, if you don't want to quit carbonation, but you don't want to drink carbonation, start drinking kombucha, because it's fermented tea. And like it has a fizz to it where it's carbonated, but there's no carbonation in it, dude.
Interesting.
And there's a brand that I really like, but
I had a couple of them when I lived in California. I got some at the store next door. They had them, but
I don't like it that much. Lila likes it, but it's I
probably having the wrong ones, man.
Probably, maybe.
You gotta have the guava goddess. That's my favorite flavor, guava goddess.
I think it's the orange one, right?
you had one at the show, didn't you?
It's pink.
Oh, it's a pink
No,
one.
I didn't. No.
I saw you drinking a guava goddess somewhere.
It was at my house.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
It was at my house. We were hanging out in the kitchen.
Okay,
and
yeah.
then, I pulled it out of the fridge. I was like, "You
I was
drinking
like,
it?"
I know I've seen guava goddess.
It's all about that guava goddess, man. Delicious. Yeah. So, anybody else want to say anything before we bounce?
I guess thank you so much for joining us at ILLCON, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of like getting cool to see everyone there, you know?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Like, I can't say it enough, man. To all the artists and writers that came and all you fans that came, man. It was, yeah, it's really humbling to try to do something like this, and it actually works. So that's pretty cool.
It worked.
It worked. It worked me out, dude. I'm
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. I'm like,
Are you guys? Did
You know
guys
how I
do the-
stay up till like 7 in the morning, 5 in the
Yeah.
morning, all that sort of stuff. That Sunday, I like fell asleep at 7 p.m. I've never done that in my life. That's how exhausted I was.
Daniel Brule, man. Daniel Brule. He said, loved ILLCON. Daniel Brule traveled across the border from Canada for the show, man. A couple
with the whole family and everything.
Yeah, a couple of Canadians came out, man, which was awesome, man.
It was awesome seeing them.
Definitely, Eric, and then
Eric
there's another
Eric.
couple that I met from Ottawa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, it
I
was,
can always, not always, but I could tell when people roll in and they start talking to me, and then they're from Canada, man. Eventually that accent will hit you, dude. It can be disguised pretty well, but once in a while it just hits you, dude.
Certain words.
It's that O sound when they hit that O.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad I came out Canadian.
Hey, what's that story about?
I never noticed it before. I didn't know, man.
That's hilarious.
It'll hit you when you least expect it.
Or sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't notice, man.
Oh, real quick, did anybody eat at the food trucks?
No, I
I
didn't.
never even
Did you
saw the
guys?
food trucks.
Yeah.
I had one bite.
From where?
What's that?
From where?
Which one?
It was like the brisket fries one.
Oh, it was the barbecue guy.
Yeah.
Okay. He came to my table, and he was like, "Hey, man, it was like probably like 3:30 or 4, and he was like, "Hey," he goes, "Thank you so much for letting me for inviting me to the show." He goes, "I sold everything I brought." So
Holy shit.
he goes, "So I'm gonna go home," and I was like, "All right, dude."
That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy. I've never seen a food truck sell out.
Yeah.
The food trucks weren't there when I got there, and by the time I got up from my table, they were gone.
Yeah.
So I was there all day. I never even saw the food truck.
There was a truck that was like this color, and that was rolling hoagies, and I never got to talk to them. They were still setting up right before the show started, and they had to leave at 3 because they had a gig at 5. So I wonder how they did. I'm gonna email them and see, how they did and stuff. But yeah, Sirlette, man, Sirlette had the brisket. He said it was so good, man. Yeah, I heard that Burnt Honey was the barbecue guy, and yeah, I heard it's legit, man.
That's one thing about the show. It was such a blur that I talked to so many people, and I feel like none of the conversations ended. Like I talked to Sirlette, and I can barely remember what we talked about, and I don't remember the conversation ending. Like I feel like when I go back and think of who I talked to, I go, "Oh, did I just get distracted, or did we actually say, hey, it was good seeing you?" You know, it was just such a fucking go blur that I.
Blur.
Sarah says that the sandwich was a bit lacking flavor. Was that rolling hoagies or burnt honey? She had to ask them for garlic mayo, not normal mayo, but garlic mayo. It got.
Yeah, but garlic mayo, man, that's a good reason.
What's crazy is that they even had garlic.
Yeah, if they had garlic mayo, that might be the point.
Dude.
You have it either way you want.
Oh, she said it was burnt honey, and so it's kind of like he's probably just dropping a bunch of meat on a bun, and it's up to you to add your condiments. It's like going to Chick-fil-A. You're responsible for your own condiments.
Yeah,
It's to keep the vampires away. That's what is the garlic.
And then when she says
garlic mayo, as long as I don't have to talk to people for 8 hours, I'd have had the garlic mayo, but not that.
Oh, and I would be down the garlic mayo, and then everybody comes to my table. I'm like, "Hello," and then it just like,
yeah, the brisket fries was
signing their books.
Good. I had one.
Yeah, but Bill, I agree with you. It was kind of a blur, right? Like so many things happen so fast that it's kind of like. You try to remember. It's like, yeah, I remember say this and happen this, but it's kind of like so much things happening at the same time, right? It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember wrapping up the conversations, and I think did I just trail off because I got engaged somewhere else, and was I rude, or did we actually wrap it up? And I just don't remember. There was so many conversations.
Yeah.
Those of you who's watching that didn't see we did 4 live streams. We did the opening panel, the closing panel. Well, not a panel. The closing. Dang, why can't I think of
Ceremony?
the word?
Ceremony.
Closing ceremony. I keep thinking celebration. The
Yes.
closing ceremony that night did, and then we had the girls drawing girls panel, and then we had the
Opening
evolution-
ceremony.
the evolution of the 90s bad girl panel, which in that one man, they were all good. I watched them all today, and but yeah, it kind of sucks because like halfway through the girls drawing girls, the cordless microphone battery died out. So then the next panel we had no microphone, but we just carried our manly voices into the air and it was fine. So
Is that stuff online?
The mic. What happened? The mic.
yeah, the mic was cordless, so the battery died.
Oh.
No one charged it. So
Are those videos online?
yeah, they're on this channel.
Okay.
So check them out, man. It's a little echoey here and there, so it's kind of like you're trying to listen a little bit to it, but yeah, they're pretty cool, man. I liked them.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch those.
And it's interesting to see someone the panel that I was on, that someone that is on par with talking as much as Brian Polito, and that was Tim Seeley, man. Tim Seeley is definitely the gift of gab, like Polito is, man. He has an answer to everything so quick.
But I also feel like
he had a great opening line, and when he was introduced, also that was cool.
Yeah.
But it was kind of interesting, right? To have I feel like 3 generations of drawing sexy chicks from different time periods, right? From the 90s, the beginning of 2000s and 2010s. All of you guys talking about this.
Let's all talk like Drax right now and just put our.
I know Drax is all like Wolverine. You're like Wolverining.
No, dude. What I do
is that how you work? Like
yeah.
Bro.
Commissioner.
When I talk, I'm just.
But it's kind of it's faster for me to just choose I have all my markers here, but if I know I'm going to use like 3 of them mainly.
I know exactly what you mean. Like so,
dude, I gotta try that out.
Like I keep like the cap of the marker, and I just
I do that too. Like if I'm coloring or I'm inking,
bro,
I'll have 3 different microns, 3 different micron sizes in my hand because I know I'm switching to the different thicknesses.
Yeah, it's faster, so you don't have to turn around.
Yeah, that's me with pencils. I have like the like a really light one and a really dark one. I always have one between the fingers and one in the other hand.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a question over here.
Crazies.
Bill Drax question for you two. When will y'all be doing anything like this again? I'd like to catch you two for signatures for some comics I own myself eventually.
Where are you?
Yeah, Zero, where are you? We know you're always on YouTube and on my channel, which is amazing. But yeah, where do you live?
I think, well, Bill, I feel like you travel all around the country, right?
I get around a lot, so wherever you
Oh man. I think I can only go 2 hours on live stream, guys. So it's gonna end like in 5 minutes. So let's quickly go around table and say our goodbyes. I'll go first. Just like a campaign this Friday. Jump on it 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Still Illustrated 2025. Bill.
Campaign this Friday. I have a cover. Please support my cover so I can get another one I'd like to eat. And buy my cover on the campaign this Friday.
All right, Drax, you're up.
I think Dan already announced Motzi on ILLCON, so I'll be posting the announcement tomorrow. And thanks so much for Dan and you guys for encouraging me to do this project with this character.
All right, and Mike.
Yeah, I got a campaign going right now. You can check my Instagram for it, and then this Friday that's coming out, this swimsuit edition, and that Friday is also my birthday, and and if I can pull it together, I'm going to be launching my website, so
Awesome, man. We'll
So
be sure to share that.
Yeah.
it'll be a little bit of a soft launch because I don't know if I can get like all the products up there in the next like 24, 48 hours, but I'm going to be scrambling to get as much stuff up there as possible and then just launch it and then keep working on it like from probably like Friday evening ish. So
Gotcha.
I'm excited. I've been like talking about getting a, website for like 2 years now. So
yeah, we'll be sure to share that. We'll all share that for you.
Yeah.
So
appreciate it.
Happy birthday to you, Mike McComb.
Yeah, bro.
Happy unbirthday to you other two. And we'll talk later, man. Thank you everybody for watching for this 2-hour stream.
For sure.
And also thank you to everybody that attended ILLCON. So
absolutely. Thanks everyone for coming.
see you later.